Hello students, welcome back to our e-class of St. Joseph's Academy, class 3rd, subject English 1, language. Topic we are going to study today is chapter number 28, using dictionaries and glossaries. I am Anukriti Gupta, your English teacher for this lesson, will be guiding you throughout the chapter. Students, in this chapter, we are going to discuss about dictionaries and glossaries. What are the difference between dictionaries and glossaries? And how do we use dictionaries and glossaries? The meanings written in dictionaries and glossaries are how it is different to each other and how they are differentiated by each other. Let us start with our introductory part, which is about dictionary. Let's move to our introduction now. Okay, so this is our introduction, and in introduction we will study about dictionary. So students, can anyone tell me what is dictionary and how do we use dictionary? What is dictionary? Okay, so students, dictionary is a book that contains a list of the words in a language in the order of alphabet and that tells you what they mean in the same or another language. It is also known as a book which lists the words connected with a particular subject or tells you what they mean. Dictionary we use for the meaning of any particular word or sentence. So why we use glossaries? So we use glossaries or elementary dictionaries, both print and digital, to determine or clarify the precise meaning of keywords and phrases. What do we mean by phrases and what do we mean by keywords? I will be explaining it to you in the chapter further. So, for the meaning of both keywords and phrases, we use dictionary and glossaries. Glossaries are generally used for the phrases and dictionaries are generally used for the words we use. Now, what are dictionaries? Dictionaries have words and their meanings listed in an alphabetical order. In that book, you have all the words in alphabetical order from A to Z, and it also contains the meaning of different words in respect to different forms and elements of English we use, like noun, adjective, and in verb, what they mean. If the word is a noun, if you are using the word in a noun sentence, that why we will use it and how we will use it. If you will use it in a verb form, then how will you use it? What is the meaning of it? So this, in this dictionaries we decide, and it is already written N, V or ADJ, which is mean as adjective, verb, or N means noun. Now, dictionaries are helpful in learning the correct spellings of words. They also show the correct pronunciation of words. So dictionary also helps us for the correct pronunciation of the words. Like if you want to spell any of the word, like dictionary itself, if you want to spell, they will write it down in such a manner that you will pronounce the correct word. The correct pronunciation comes with dictionaries. Let us see. Now, let us see the examples for dictionaries. What are the examples and what are the examples we will be discussing in our chapter today? Let's take the word capital. So students, you can see here, capital is the word capital. And how do we pronounce it? Capital. So this is the easy form and the pronunciation form of how do we pronounce capital. Capital. It is not capital, it is capital. You pronounce capital. So capital is the word we will be using first example as capital. So what does capital means? So when you see this word N, this means in noun. In noun, the first meaning of the capital is the most important city of a country. Like it is the capital of the country, or it is the most important city of that country. You can say in India the capital is Delhi. So it is the most important city of our country. Number two, a large amount of money that is used to start a business. So capital also means that it is a large amount of money, but like if you have heard saying any person, where will you arrange your capital from? Or from where did you get the capital? So you will simply understand that capital means a large amount of money. Number three, a letter of form and the size that is used at the beginning of a sentence or a name. Like you can see here A, B, C rather than small letters A, B, C. So this is also the meaning of same capital letter. We can say capital letter or capital words. So these are the same meanings. Capital we use here in our English. In your school also we are teaching you capital and small letters, so it is very familiar with you. And the important city is also familiar with you. Two meanings of this word capital are familiar with you, but the third meaning, which is a large amount of money, is not familiar. So from the dictionary, from the help of dictionary, you got to learn the new meaning of a word capital, right? So there's one more thing, which is this definition shows how the word is pronounced. It says that the word capital is a noun because here it is written N. You can see here it is written N. That means it's a noun. It gives three definitions of capital. Means wherever you want to use this word, wherever it fits the best, you can use this word capital. Okay. Let's move on to the next part of this chapter. Okay, so we have now glossaries. As you studied dictionary just now and we discussed the examples of dictionary. Now can anyone tell me what do you mean by glossaries? What do you mean by glossary? Yes, anyone can answer. Okay, so I'll tell you the meaning. You are almost correct. Glossary is a list of special or unusual words and their meanings, usually at the end of a textbook or book. Which means whenever you are reading a book, at the end, or you are reading a chapter, at the end you find some words, some difficult words, and the meaning of those difficult words. That part is known as glossary. You cannot tell that, ma'am, this is dictionary. No, dictionary is something different. It is in alphabetical order, and we can find each and every word in dictionary, whereas in glossaries we can find some certain words which are there in our chapter. So it is related to our chapter only. We need not find some more words in the glossaries. So it is at the end of our textbook or any book or copy, you can say it is at the end of that part. Now let's understand the literal meaning of glossary. So Glossaries are the list at the end of passage or book. As I told you, that glossary is generally a book, is a passage, or you can see list of words in your SST books or in your you can say English literature books. You can see at the end you find some meanings of the difficult words. That is known as glossary. They give meanings of the words found in the passage. In the passage, whatever the words mean, they give the meanings of that words. Usually, the words in the glossary are important to the text. They are very much important to the text because we are using it in between our passage. Also, they are usually difficult or new to the reader. So, why they have been listed at the end of the textbook? Because it might be new to you. That word might be new to you. Like glossary is new to you. So, I'm explaining you the meaning of glossary first. Right? And then we are reading about glossaries. Similarly, what glossary tells us that this word is important to you and this word is new to you, so they tell us the new word, the meaning of the new words, with the help of glossaries. Students, if you still have any doubts, you can raise your hands or you can write it down in the comment section below. We will take up your doubts, and if you find any difficulty in understanding any of the topic, please mention it in the comment box below so that we can cover it again and I can explain it to you once again. Thank you. Next up, we have the examples for glossary for you to understand it well. Let's move to the examples of glossary. Okay, students. So now we have the example of glossary. So the first example we take as for glossary is cycle. In some passage you may read some word cycle, which means something that goes around and around in a circle. So that is a cycle which goes around and around in a circle is cycle. It can be of cycle of your needles in the clock. It goes around and around in a circle, like it completes one cycle. And it you make you call your bicycle as your cycle because it also goes, the wheels of it goes round and around, right? Next is droplets. So very small drops. Droplets are usually very small drops. Whenever there is some, it's rainy season and on the car you can see, or any railings you can see, there are some droplets. How you call it as droplets? Because there are very small drops of water or anything, you can say in during rainy season you see very small drops of water. Next we have freeze. Freeze means to turn to ice. In glossaries, you students, you see you have direct meanings. Direct meanings, there is no such thing like noun, verb, or adverb. It is adjectives, anything. It is directly the meaning. Heavier. Heavier means having more weight. More and more weight means this packet of apple is heavy, but that packet of apple is heavier. You can say that is much more heavier than the one I am holding. Next is water vapor. Water vapor means tiny droplets of water floating in the air. So you see water vapor in the air. When moisture is there in the air, you can see tiny droplets of water floating into the air. It is usually you can feel that usually around some falls. So you can see floating droplets of water in the air. That is known as water vapor. I hope glossary and dictionary both are clear to you now. Students, if you still face any problem, you can go through the video once again. And if you still don't understand the meaning of a dictionary or glossary, please kindly mention it in the comment box below so that I can take up your doubts and explain it to you with some more examples. Let us move to our exercise part now. Okay, so in our exercise part, you can see, read the definitions of the following words, then answer the questions. And the exercise part says, read the definitions of the following words and then answer the question. The first word we have is light, in which we have the pronunciation part also, like we had in our dictionary part. Light. Let us see what does it say. So, in the meaning of noun, it says the energy from the sun, a lamp, etc., that makes it possible to see things. You usually understand light like a sun or a lamp or tube light or bulb, etc., that makes it possible to see things. At night, you switch on your lights to see everything, right? So this is for example of light in noun. Then in adjective we can say easy to lift or move, not weighing very much. It is very easy to move one such things from one place to any other place. It is light in weight. So it is in reflection with the word light, adjective. Then in terms of verbs, third meaning is to make something start to burn. Like you can light, just turn on the lights or just light it down. That means you burn something, some paper, or you light up the stove, right? So that is also one of the meaning of lights. Now we have one phrase which is, the question is, which definition of light is used in this sentence? Number one, modern computers are light and easy to carry. So what does this mean? Modern computers are light and easy to carry. So I hope you now relate to this word light. In this sentence, light is used. So what is the meaning of light here? Very good. Second one, adjective, easy to lift or move, not weighing very much. So definition number 2 is correct. Let's move to the next question. Next question is related to the word fawn. Now, what is the meaning of fawn? Fawn means in noun, a young deer, means the baby deer is also known as fawn. Number 2, adjective, it is known as light yellowish brown. It is also the color. In verbs, it is known as try to gain favor by overly pleasing. Like you gain favor by pleasing someone. So here we have the sentence. Which definition of fawn is used in this sentence? People fawn over you when you are famous. So people are usually fawn over you when you are famous. So we relate to the word fawn here with verb. With the answer of this form is verb, because try to gain favor by overly pleasing. If you replace the word fawn with this meaning, you will get the exact meaning of the word. So people are overly pleasing when you are famous. So you can see definition number 3 is correct here. Let's move to the next part. Here in glossary we have, read the following glossaries and then answer the questions. Number 1 is glossary of chocolate terms. We have different words of chocolates here and the meanings also. Aroma, the different kinds of scents given off by chocolates. Bittersweet chocolate, a Kind of dark chocolate that has at least 35% of chocolate liquid from cocoa bean center and less than 12% of milk solids. Nib. The center of cocoa bean is known as nib. Cocoa beans, the seeds of cocoa tree used to make chocolate. So this is the meaning of the words. Now let us see the question. Question is, a nib is. We have to tell what is the meaning of nib. So as we studied there, the meaning of nib is the center of cocoa bean. It is not the seed used to make chocolate. That is cocoa. Then how the chocolate smells to you? It's aroma. We call it aroma. How the chocolate feels in your mouth is bittersweet. So these are the words we define for chocolate, but the meanings are different. A nib is known as the center of the cocoa bean, right? Let's move to the next part. So here we have in the glossary for the term computers, laptop, desktop, keyboard, mouse. I expect you to complete this and please report it to me. And if you face any difficulty, we will take your doubts. So students, your home assignment is you have to complete the last question by yourself of glossary and complete this work in your book. Search 5 new words from dictionary and write their meanings. Thank you for listening to me very carefully. Have a wonderful day.